What is up, folks? This is Briston from Briston Gaming, and we are back with another episode of 7 Days to Die Mods Weekly, the show where we figure out what mods are good for you. And we apologize for missing last week. Both Luna and I were both extremely sick with the flu. It was very hard for us to have the strength to even try to do anything, and we ended up playing. If you guys saw, we played with Vidui last Sunday doing Lethal Company, and really wish we didn't. Just those few hours we were playing put us in the dirt hard. But we're back this week. We have some really cool mods to show you. So thank you, really cool mod authors, for coming up with these awesome mods. And now we're going to kick it. The first mod is the super cool Warzuk Start Items, which is a non-server side mod, so both client and server would have to have it installed. And it's a nice little taste of the overhaul that you start with an item called a starter class. When you click recipes, it gives you option to craft something. And the reason we like this is because we like having character agency where it's like we have a backstory as opposed to just plop, you're now in the middle of nowhere with nothing. Like, this feels like we actually have, maybe something we can say that we were in a past life, a bug out bag or something like that. So we can pick any one of these classes to craft, and you see I've already got them all here. We got the bruiser, the builder, the engineer, all that stuff. So we're gonna pick hunter and open it up, and you see what we got. So we got a baseball bat, a hunting rifle, ammo, plenty of ammo, the hunter's mod, a scope mod, repair kit, mineral water, food, ration, rifle book, first aid stuff. And we can even do rifleman. And you see we just got another hunting rifle, a baseball bat with 44 Magnum. If we wanted to do a class like medic, we could do medic. And you see we got a lot more med supplies. We got another baseball bat. We got a desert vulture. So that's why we really like this, because yes, you could say like the desert vulture and stuff is kind of higher level, but really like the hunting rifle, baseball bat, stuff like that is really not. For day one, it'll get you through to day 7 with no problems. You really shouldn't run into too many issues, but it's not like ultra OP. Pardon me. But it's nice having that. Man, this cough, I can't shake it. But it's nice having that character backstory with something like this. You can craft a class. If you're playing with friends, guys can kind of say, well, I want to be a builder, or I want to be this, and or if you all pick the same thing, now you can pull your resources, you can pull your ammo together, so everybody, if somebody runs low, you can back them up and stuff like that, especially if you're like me and you focus on melee, you can give someone else all your ammo, so they can shoot and you can punch or hit or whatever. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and move over to the next mod. Alright folks, so the next mod is the super cool Adventure Quest by Boa slash JNS Official. And it's a fantastic mod that adds in just a ridiculous amount of quests when we come here and we talk to the trader. So you see we have this cool little splash backscreen stuff, and we say, do you have any jobs? Look at this. And now there are 2 versions of the mod. There's one that doesn't have the splash screen, and then there's the one, or back screen, however you want to call it, and then there's one that has it. But you see, we have so much more quests here than what we normally would. We have a ton of buried supplies, a ton of clears, a ton of fetches. And I love this because, one, we get a lot more, I don't want to say variety because they're all the same quests. We only have so many in the game. But we have more of a variety of places to pick from. So if you know a POI really well, and you see it here like caravan house, if you knew this house really well or whatever, if you knew these things, you could always say, yes, these are the ones we're going to hit because we know we can get in and out super fast. If you have bikes or really fast travel, you can even pick stuff that's far away, so long as it's the same ones. Know that you can get in and out in no time at all, especially if you've got a group of friends playing with you and you all have this installed, because again, it's not a server-side mod. You can say, okay, we've got these 6 quests or however many people you're with, knock them all out at once because you know that they're super fast. They're not in the same place. They're, spread around. Boom, 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 boom. Turn them in, bam, there you go. And you have just a massive amount to choose from. And you see, unlike the vanilla version, this actually gives you quests super duper far away. So if you unlock the new trade route, you go to the trader, you take a quest, you don't want to stay in that town or wherever the trader is. Say if you want, to go back, if you know the direction, you're east, west, whatever, you have a quest that takes you, the 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers, whatever, back to your hometown, you can do for that trader. You can knock it out and then go back the next day, turn in all that good stuff. It's just a fantastic mod that really just opens up so much in the way of questing and the things that you can do, and that's why it's on this list. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to the next mod. Alright folks, so this next mod is the super cool Workbench Combine window by MD420 Reaper, and this used to be a mod that was out a long time ago that went the way of the dodo for some reason, but now it's back, and it's really cool because you can combine items. But before we jump into how it works, I'm gonna say there's something weird with this mod. I don't know why this mod specifically does it, but when you craft items, sometimes you'll craft random values between levels 1 to level 6, and I've not been able to figure it out why. It's something with this mod itself. This is the only mod we have installed right now, and I had to spawn all these in because as we tried to craft them, some were level 3, some were level 5, 2 were level 6. I don't know why. Just prefacing it, letting you know if you install this mod, there could be some weird issues crop up where you see you're crafting items higher than what you should be able to based on your level of crafting skill. But now we're here. I'm going to show you how it works. So we take these stone axes, we place them in there, we get a level 2. And you can do this, we just threw one down, but that's fine. You can do this all the way up until you have a really high level. And that's what's really cool about this. However, you see how much it's taking to get to the next one. It takes an exponential amount of resources to be able to do this. The biggest thing about this is if you're one of those types of players who likes to stick around base and do a lot of base maintenance and stuff like that, you can easily have this installed with your friends and just sit here and crank out, you know, a bunch of stone axes on day 1 to give everybody a little bit of a leg up. And as you see, to get the level 4, we had to go through quite a bit of normal stone axes. Now we have 2 level 4s, we can go up to level 5. So it's not something that you're going to be able to do, you know, really quickly. It took a lot to be able to get to a level 6 is going to take a lot of work. And we're not going to spend forever sitting here showing you it, but I will show you enough to where that's a level 3, that's a level 3. It's going to give you 1 level 4. So we're going to have to do this again to get another level 2. So it's going to take 6 level 2s to get 1 level 4. I'm sorry, to get 1 level 5. Right? Is it 6? My math right? My math is weird. I don't know how to math. I don't think my math is right. I'm sorry, it's going to take 10 level 2s. 6 plus, yeah, because we need 2 more level 2s to get to level 3s, and then level 3s into level 4. Yeah, so 10 level 2s to get a level 4, and you know, you do the math on how many level 1s we use just to get to this point to try to bump it up to another. Like, actually, you know, yeah, we'll just go ahead and craft all the way out to a level 6 so you can see through our inventory, having started out completely full. Oop, bitch. Come here, you. Oh no, we lost it. And that's the downside. Mother trucker. So we lost what was in there. So we have to craft them up again. Which is gonna screw the results a little bit, but still it's okay. Still, so you see how much it took to craft 1 level 6. But again, like I said, it's kind of buggy, so when you go to craft something, there's a chance you're gonna craft a really high right out of the gate and not mean it. But it's still nice to be able to say that you can upgrade. If you have a bunch of level 1 somethings or something like that, you can upgrade them to level 2s or level 2s to level 3s and so on and so forth. It's just a nice little mod to have to be able to do something like that with. And I wish it was still a function that the Fun Pimps have left in the game. I know it can be a little breaking, especially early game, being able to have a level 6 stone axe, shovel, stuff like that up to day 1. But hey, it's still really nice to be able to have those items and be able to move forward with that. And with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to the last mod. All right, folks. So this last mod is the super cool Casablanca POI by Mortifall. And it is a big POI. I'm actually going to turn back on the HUD. When you get inside, you'll see it is a tier 6 POI. There is a ton of zombies here. There is a ton of loot here. There is a ton of fun here. However, getting it to spawn on a map did not work for me. I had to spawn this in manually, just so you guys know, if you go to add this to your playthroughs, there's a very good chance you might have to spawn it in manually or generate a bunch of worlds until it spawns in. But it's really cool how they have everything lined up. You can actually easily use these SMG turrets as part of your own little horde base design if you wanted to. That's kind of what Lunabug and I did when we were playing around with this. That's typically what we do. We go through, we clear out the POI, see how it looks, what can we do with it, can we turn it into a base, can we make it be, you know, a group home or just be a POI we clear. We always try to turn them into bases if possible, and this one worked out well. But you see there's just a ton of cars and stuff here, ton of buildings and stuff, or not, I want to say ton of buildings, but a ton of stuff to loot between the buildings and all the cars. A lot of really clever used assets and stuff, like making the tanks here. I really like that. I think they did a fantastic job with this. I think it was done really, really well. I really like this. I just love seeing how people, just how clever people can be with the buildings and using assets for stuff. Like it's so funny to me to be able to see stuff like this. You see all these crates here to loot, and just so much. And then we come inside. You see all these zombies. Like I said, there's just an absolute ton of zombies here. We come inside, and I probably should have had, my apologies. So we're gonna say, where's the dev mining helmet? Whoop. Turn on our light, turn off the HUD so we can see. Hey, I didn't mean to turn off the flashlight, I meant to turn completely off the HUD. See, we've got a nice little look around here. A little rope, it's gonna take us up. A whole bunch of damn zombies to fight, and I mean, this is ridiculous. Ton of stuff here to see, ton of stuff to do. I'm not gonna show everything about the POI because it is a big POI. You guys saw the outside and stuff, you know how big it is, but you guys see there is just a ton here to loot. There is an absolute ton here to loot. And it does make a pretty decent base. Being able to have something this big, if you've got a lot of friends or you're playing on a server or something like that, it really does have a lot of space to offer for playing with more than one person. By yourself, it's still really nice to have because it, again, is huge as crap. But if you're playing by yourself, it's going to take you forever to clear everything out. However, if you clear everything out, you no longer really have to worry about anything at all because you have a massive ass base that you can use for literally everything you need. You can have portions of it out here as horde base, turn the top up here to gardens and stuff like that, and you're golden. But it's going to take you a long time to clear because it is a tier 6. And there is a nice little underground area too. So we'll come down here so you guys can see some more underground loot, stuff like that, more underground baddies to fight and things to do. Just all in all, it's just a very well put together POI that was very enjoyable clearing through. It took, I want to say, a full endgame day for me and Lunabug to clear through it. Could have been longer than that. I don't 100% remember. When we first tested this, we had just started getting over the flu, and I don't think we were, 100%. And we did go in with fully maxed out perks and awesome gear and stuff like that. So depending upon your setup and resources, when you go into this, may or may not be as fast or faster than we are. It depends on your play style and how you do it. But all in all, it is a fantastic POI. I think you guys are going to highly enjoy it. And with that, we are done for the week. So thanks for sticking around, folks. We hope you had fun. If you liked the episode, like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Let us know what you think. Have fun, take it easy, and we'll see you next time.